The government are put in place. So what the issue is really,
maybe a final decision to be taken on this. We hope that you will still get back in touch with them and they wrote and the things that they said. I'm wondering because I did not see that is if they eventually insist and say fans must not be at the stadium. They said that the only people who are allowed would be the players themselves and the match officials from both countries, and then testing will be conducted on all of them prior to the match. But they did not give comments for the media here. I don't know if that's an oversight or they didn't want to put it in the letter. The matches are played behind closed doors. The media is not allowed to report. To come into the stadium, but you still looking at maybe 7,000 pounds. Okay, reduce it to 5,000. The most we want is 3,000, but they should allow fans into the stadium to watch the Super Eagles because it's not okay. Comrade Musa Ebomiana, the Chief Press Secretary to the Deputy Governor of Edo State, himself a comrade, Right Honorable Comrade Philip. Thank you very much for talking to us, sir. Alright. You have about tickets. If let us wait until this is done. So if they get the clearance and they say, okay, this number of fans should be allowed into the stadium, then we will talk about the tickets. I will tell you where you can get the tickets and all of that. But this is the situation right now. The presidential task force does not want fans. The district government says, look, we are ready for this. We can handle 7,000 fans coming into a venue that sits 15,000. So that is where we are right now. So we are waiting to see what the presidential task force will do. Because I'm sure if the NSF and the district government keeps up the pressure and say, look, we can do this. We have a plan after we have the inauguration taking place there on Thursday, and we've also had some events, political events that were there, and thousands of people were there. And as the Chief Press Secretary mentioned, there has not been a spike in COVID-19 cases in Africa. So we can't say, oh, because of the rally that was held or because of this event, you are saying it. It's different from what we have in the United States, where some of the rallies that they have held has led to an increase in COVID-19 cases. So I think that we've largely been able to deal with COVID-19 cases. Yes, we've had cases in public figures. Even the gentleman who spoke with us, he gave me permission to say that. Yeah, he himself was a victim of COVID-19, but he was able to recover fully from it. So I know, of course, that COVID-19 came to Edo State, but the state government is doing everything to tackle it, and we can see now that it isn't such a huge problem as in terms of the number of cases being reported.
Well, I think what he said is the right thing. They should just allow those states to have at least half of the number that the stadium will sit. 7,000 is not much. He even said as low as 3,000 or 5,000, provided you have spectators, cheering on the Super Eagles. That reminds me, during the protest, Ibrahim, you saw how the streets here in Edo State, everywhere, all over the country, and if the government at that time, the presidential task force, could not stop them from coming out.
Come on. But the presidential task force, of course, they're not having in Abuja, the Abuja Municipal Council. They met with because of COVID-19, they should not protest. And people said, to hell with you, we are going to protest. So, even if there was a curfew, but you saw people saying, coming out. And when you're trying to enforce those things, they will still say high-handedness on the part of the government. They are using security forces against the people and all of that. So, there is really nothing the presidential task force could do at that point, apart from what they have always done, which is to say, COVID-19 is still out there, do not come out. But when people are protesting, they're not breaking the law, but they are out there and they are doing it. So you can only, so you cannot hold that against the PTF to say, why did you not prevent street protests? There's really nothing they could do apart from trying to install law and order, which they did in some cases, and we know that sometimes it gets out of hand. Unfortunately, we had some really terrible situations across the country. Here in Edo, we saw a president being broken, two presidents, in fact, police stations being burnt, law enforcement officers killed, those hoodlums attacking. So the whole thing was just, it's not, I don't think we should blame the PTF.
I'm really blaming them, but if all these things, can take place, and right now we are still not having spikes, in the country, then why not allow fans to observe social distancing? I know, though they are still going to try and convince them that Edo State is ready. Even when the test the track event took place, I was there to cover it live, and I reported on radio over the phone, to our shows here on radio. But we had so many fans on that day, but there was social distance and all that, and the Edo State government was ready to host that tournament. If not that, the directive came from the federal government that the sports festival should be put on hold. So if you can have athletes coming for the test track, fans and the officials from the Athletics Federation of Nigeria and other people coming in, then why not allow, please, few fans to just cheer. This is one of the biggest match that Edo State will be hosting, though they've hosted the Super Eagles before, but with the branded Summer Buddha Stadium with VRO technology, come on, I think they should allow this.
Which we don't even have them use.
This is the first time.
Even get to use VR. Because once you play VR, there is controversy. You need to check something, and that's why you are using VR. So we hope that the Eagles will just swan all over the Leon Stars. So we've been playing them for some time, and they always know the sofa when they come to play against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We'll go on this break. Do not go anywhere because we've got so much more to talk about on 90.7 KFM, the show that we call Sports Fiesta.
Today to win for the 9 Mobile Mega Millions promo. 90 people go home 1 million naira every day for 90 days. 2 people will win smartphones every hour, every day. The one who pass now the 10 million naira grand prize. If you not be 9 Mobile customer, move from our side or buy a new line. In addition to the plenty millions and smartphones, we go summer you with 1 gigabyte plus 500 naira airtime instanta plus up to 100% data bonus for 1 year. Recharge 200 naira and above. Make you for the win. Promo starts August 10 and ends November 7, 2020 and is approved by FCCPC.
9 Mobile.
Honey?
Yes, dear.
I'm tired of the poor power situation. Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to spoiled food. I think it's about time we go solar.
How?
With Vertical Solar, we can have all our appliances and electronics powered by solar, and they allow us to pay small. We can pay installmentally with as low as 36,000 naira monthly. Spread across 12 months.
Tell me more.
I know you like the idea of paying small. Vertical Solar range of products can power all household devices, including air conditioners and water pumps.
What are the benefits of solar power?
We are talking uninterrupted power supply, no monthly electricity bill, no more spending on generator, and no more generator noise.
I see. But how can I locate Vertical Solar?
Head now to 28 Country Home Metal Road off Ajib Junction, Sapler Road, Benin City, or Blossom Mall beside Stop to Shop Stores, DBS Road, Asaba. Or you can call them on 0816 170 1105 or 0703 623 4843. You can also send them an email on info@verticalsolar.com.ng.
Vertical Solar, your lifetime power partners.
inspiring, spine-tingling anthem was heard in some cities in Europe last night, and I'll tell you that the big boys were in town. The big boys were playing, and we have some matches in the UEFA Champions League. The group stage match, the three of action, and for the English sides, mixed fortunes. Manchester United, who have been doing very well in the UEFA Champions League, they were beaten yesterday by Istanbul. One of my bosses, Garuleba of is a huge Chelsea fan, and he likes trolling Manchester United, and he posted on Facebook that Manchester United lost to Isakaba boys. Istanbul versus Mr. Vincent Itoya, Mr. Emmanuel Lusso. I don't know how you guys are feeling right now, but honestly, I would not be proud being a Manchester United fan at the moment. But they're still top of their group. At least they got they won their first two matches, so it is very comfortable for them. But yesterday, I guess, Istanbul versus Sahel. Yeah, you could look at them and say people Manchester United should win this. Besides, Istanbul versus Sahel, they lost their first two matches.
It's double score.
Yeah, but look at the match that we saw last night. You look at some of the players that were there. Dembaba used to play for Chelsea. He has played against Manchester United several times in the colours of Chelsea. You know how he scored against them. I think he scored about 4 goals against them when he was playing for Chelsea. Rafael, Manchester United player, he had a twin, Fabio. They were both at Manchester United. They are even identical twins. And I recall one time when Rafael got, I think he was suspended, and they were telling
Fabio.
No, they told the manager of Manchester United, then Sir Alex Ferguson, that you will not have Rafael in that match the next day. Yeah. And he said, no, Rafael will be there. And then he smiled mischievously. I don't know what you are saying. Yeah. Because Fabio is identical to him. Will play. I know I'm Manchester United fans. I'm not saying this actually happened though. But even if it did, whenever the riser, I mean Fabio and Rafael, you can't tell them apart. You know, so if Rafael is injured or no, Rafael is suspended, and then Fabio comes in, what if it is Rafael that as one of my lecturers in the University of Benin will say, Dr. Odisa, I am just thinking aloud. I did not say this actually happened though. Please don't. I said that Manchester United cheated. They did not. I'm just telling you that it's possible that Rafael and Fabio could check places in Ronaldo. Yeah. They would not know who is
so identical.
As a honorable club, they will not do something like that. So Rafael played yesterday, and he played like a man who had something to prove. He was all over the place, gave a stellar performance. And then we had Martin Skrtel. Martin Skrtel used to play for Liverpool. And once you play for Liverpool, or you play for Manchester United, you know that Liverpool are your mortal enemies wherever for life eternally. And then Liverpool too, you see Manchester United the same way. So Skrtel came out to play. So we had 3 former English Premier League players in Istanbul versus Sahel yesterday, and they all had history with Manchester United. Either they played for Manchester United or they played against Manchester United for some of their rivals, Chelsea and Liverpool. And we saw what happened with the first goal. Dembaba got to, he was in his own half, and they gave Manchester United a dose of their own medicine. Counter-attacking football, breakneck speed. I know somebody said the other day was asking me if I now consider Manchester United the most dangerous team without the ball. And I said, well, from what I've seen, I think it's still Real Madrid. But Manchester United have employed that counter-attack to devastating effect this season. But yesterday, it happened to them. The 2 goals, breakaway goals. You know, Manchester United were attacking suddenly. Istanbul got on the act, and they got the goal. So Manchester United put the goal back. International got the header, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't in the first half. So you thought that okay, in the second half they were going to really turn things around, but it didn't work. Organization made only 5 changes, but they still could not beat Istanbul versus Sahel.
That was a huge victory for the Turkish champions. Honestly, the team formed in 1990. Last season they were champions, and this season though they've been struggling, but one will expect that this is the Champions League. If you cannot take your chances, in all the matches at home, then you have to find yourself bottom of the table. Though they won that game, but they are still bottom. But at least that will give them a sign of relief that yes, okay, we also won. We defeated 1999 and 2007 champions, 2008 champions in Manchester United. So it wasn't really easy. Postecoglou, former United midfielder, described it as under-10s football. Then Agri said he had never seen a goal like that. United defense, honestly, yes, they lost to Arsenal. Fine, it was a 1-0 victory, and people were just frowning, especially Manchester United fans were frowning and saying this is not a match you should have lost. Then yesterday, look at the schoolboy defending they had, and they allow the Turkish champions to just tear them apart. It wasn't really easy, but I think it's one way to go if you want to come out from a group. No matter how tight that group is, you have to prove that you are not here to make up the numbers, and that is what they did yesterday. Yeah, 2-1 in the first half. I told them a different game in the second half, but United, they were nowhere near their best. It was just a shabby performance from Manchester United. So though they are topping the table, but I think it's high time they wake up from their sleep, because back-to-back defeats, both in domestic, both in the Premier League and the Champions League, I think it's not something that is good for Ole Gunnar. And having beaten top sides like Paris Saint-Germain and RB Leipzig, we expect them to make it 9 points from that game yesterday. So right now the pressure is on, and I won't be surprised if the Manchester United manager is having a lot of pressure for him, and even if he gets that before January, I won't be surprised. The only way he can appease the fans and the management is to start getting wins. Yes, it's not easy, but I think that is Manchester United we used to know. But this time they're struggling.
Okay, Manchester United top of the group with 6 points from their 3 matches, followed by RB Leipzig 6 points from 3 also, but Manchester United have a superior goal difference 5. It's RB Leipzig -2. Paris Saint-Germain also played yesterday. They won their game, so they are on 3 points. Then Istanbul Basaksehir, bottom of that group on 3 points. So that's the Paris Saint-Germain one. Paris Saint-Germain lost to RB Leipzig 2-1. So that is the situation in Group H. Okay, we'll go in this break. When we return, we'll look at the other groups.
It's time to win very big. Feel the excitement at www.betpay.ng, the sports betting company that rewards you whether you win or lose. Stay on top of the action wherever you are. Get the best odds, 150% deposit bonus. Cash out anytime. Accumulate your bonus. You can deposit and withdraw instantly, 247 and much more. Register now at BetPay to start winning. You can also become a BetPay agent and earn fantastic commissions and bonuses. Visit www.betpay.ng. BetPay. You stay, we pay.
We just looked at Group H, where Manchester United were beaten by Istanbul Basaksehir. In the UEFA Champions League, but as we told you, they are still top of the group. Okay, so let's move to another group, Group G. We have Barcelona taking on Dynamo Kiev and Villarreal versus Juventus. Barcelona, the first encounter 2-1, but
it's true.
Penalty which are mostly converted, and if not for Marc-Andre ter Stegen, the German wall, he's back, and you can see the golfing class between him and the other goalkeeper. Kiev had several chances to score, but he did his. Even the goal that he considered, he got the save, but the defense was not there to help him, and that's how somebody just sometimes the rebound in. Gerard Piqué got the other goal, which proved the winner for Barcelona. A header which eventually beats the goalkeeper. So Barcelona 2, Dynamo Kiev 1, Ferencváros 1, Juventus 4.
Yeah, great one for Juventus. Even if Cristiano Ronaldo did not score, Alvaro had a fantastic day getting the brace on the night, and it was an easy win for them, 4-1 away from home. That's the same thing that Barca beat at Camp Nou 5-1. So for me, I think it was a good one for Juventus. But for Barcelona, come on, I don't see how they are going to reclaim the title from La Liga title from Real Madrid this season. With this kind of performance, come on, it's really but except something, you know, happens. This is how they are going to struggle and struggle. At the end of the day, you find them.
Look at what's happening in the United States.
They perform so far. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not just trying to see if Messi has scored for open play this season, because it seems that all his goals have been from penalty. They all count, but it goes to show that yes, they need improvement in this game. So congrats to them.
They definitely need to improve, but right now they are top of with 9 points, followed by Juventus 6 points. Dynamo Kiev added 1 point, and Ferencváros have got 1 point. Maybe the big surprise from Juventus game is that Cristiano Ronaldo did not score. They got 4 goals. Paulo Dybala got one. Alvaro Morata got a brace, and then the 4th was an own goal. So Cristiano Ronaldo is back, but he has not scored yet in the Champions League. We saw what happened in the Italian Serie A. He got a brace. Alright, let's go on this back.
There's no time to check time. There is not time to hammer. You don't try bet pay, they will reward you whether you win or lose. Remember, say 150% first deposit bonus, they wait for you. You fit cash out anytime. You fit deposit and withdraw instant 24/7. And many Ogmo get things full grand though. Yourself fit become bet pay agent. And you go they get Ogmo get bonuses. Oh yeah, sharp. Go to www.betpay.ng. Bet pay. You stake, you pay.
Zenit St. Petersburg played against Lazio. Club Brugge took on Borussia Dortmund.
Fantastic matches there, but for Borussia Dortmund, I don't know who will stop Erling Haaland. 14 goals in 11 matches in the Champions League and 26 from 28 matches. Come on, this guy is a beast when it comes to scoring goals, and all he needs is assistance from his teammates for them to do very well this season. If he continues this way, I won't be surprised if they dethrone the Bavarians, Bayern Munich, from winning this season's Bundesliga. It was a good one for them, though the Club Brugge, who tried to get something from this game, they couldn't. Emmanuel Dennis started from them up front, but David Okereke was an unused substitute, but there was nothing they could do to stop Borussia Dortmund. Even the likes of Marco Reus started on the bench, and other players who you thought, okay, will make the first team. Torgan Hazard was among the goals as well, the younger brother of Eden Hazard. So they got a fantastic squad right now, and they have been doing well both domestically and in European competition. So kudos to Borussia Dortmund for what they did. For Zenit St. Petersburg and Lazio sharing the spoils, yes, Lazio, they are in the form of their life right now. All last season they proved that this season is going to be a tough one in the Italian Serie A. So for me, going to Russia to get a 1-0 draw inside at the Zenit Stadium, where you have where the cold is much right now, I think it was really massive one. So Zenit, they want to try as much as possible to get to play in the Europa League. If not, they will just crash out, because the way it seems, Borussia Dortmund and Lazio, and it's looking likely that they can come out from this group. But Club Brugge are still very close with 4 points.
This is one of the most intriguing groups. Borussia Dortmund, Lazio, Club Brugge, and Zenit St. Petersburg could go anyway. So Dortmund are top 6 points, followed by Lazio 5 points, Club Brugge 4 points, and Zenit St. Petersburg bottom, no point. Okay, we will go on this break, and when we return, we will be looking at Group E.
There's no time to check time. There is not time to hammer. You don't try bet pay, they will reward you whether you win or lose. Remember, say 150% first deposit bonus, they wait for you. You fit cash out anytime. You fit deposit and withdraw instant 24/7. And many Ogmo get things full grand though. Yourself fit become bet pay agent, and you go they get Ogmo get bonuses. Oh yeah, sharp. Go to www.betpay.ng. Bet pay. You stake, you pay. If I put this one, I get 500,000. If I put this one, I get 1 million.
Which one way you talk to yourself like this?
Never your bet pay. On bet pay, they will reward you whether you win or lose. Remember, say 150% first deposit bonus, they wait for you. If you deposit and withdraw instant 24/7. And many of them get package full grand, go register for bet pay and start with the win.
Person fee be agent?
Yes, now you become agent, and then you go they get bonuses. Oh yeah, go www.betpay.ng.
Bet pay. you stay, be paid.
Before I look at Group E, I just saw a message that Fred Newton sent to me, and it's from Martin Scattle, and it reads, "It's our first win in the Champions League ever. We wish we could play Manchester United every week." Of course, it runs deep. Liverpool and Manchester United. Anyway, let's go to Group E now, where Chelsea were in action. The previous one, and there were, some plot twists to this. Legendary Chelsea goalkeeper Peter Cech came from Rennes, and then he went back to Rennes to scout for their current goalkeeper, Edward Mendy, and he was in action yesterday. Didn't have much to do, but when he was called upon, he did the job and kept a clean sheet for Chelsea. Which also made this encounter 3-0. But that isn't the story. For me, honestly, I've got to say, I was impressed by Rennes. Even when they went 2 goals down and went a man down, and even when they considered the 10th goal, they kept playing like it was goalless, like they were in the lead. They kept coming at Chelsea, they kept playing, and I'm sure they left Stamford Bridge with their heads held high. They gave a very good account of themselves. At one point, they even had more of the possession. Imagine a team that was playing away from home, and they were a man down. And okay, let's talk about even the incidents, the penalties. The first one, that's a penalty all day long, no matter what. It clipped the ankle of Timo Werner, and the referee had no choice but to point to the spot. VAR, of course, they check everything, so VAR agreed with that it was a penalty. And maybe the next big story will be, okay, will Jorginho step up to take it? But we know that he has missed his last, no, not the last, but he has missed 2 this season. So Timo Werner took the penalty in the last penalty that Chelsea had. So yesterday, Jorginho himself even went to him, gave him the ball, said, "Go and help yourself." So he converted that one. The second penalty that was given. Now, you've got to feel sorry for Rennes. I know these are the rules and the referee has got to implement them, but even the VAR did not just call it. He advised the referee to go and have a look for himself. Yes, the ball hit the hand of Dalbert. No problem. We saw that clearly it hit the hand, but it came off the foot of after I think it was Tammy Abraham that took the shot. Somebody attempted to block it, so it came off the foot of that player, and then it clearly hit the hand. They said his hand was raised, and that's why they give it. But in the English Premier League, they don't give such. They instead look at the speed of the ball. Does the player did the player have any time to react? They look at the distance. The ball travels at a very short distance. So within a nanosecond, the ball was already touching the hand of the player. So in the English Premier League, they would have looked at all of these things and perhaps not have given that penalty. But they gave the penalty, and what was because it was the guy had already committed a foul and it was on the yellow card. That incident, the referee decided to give a second yellow card. As I said, you can't really blame the referee. Yeah. It is the rules that is following, but sometimes you need to use it. But if you had done that, if you had said, okay, these guys are 1-0, well, you don't do that. You forget all emotions and just do your job. But if you had said, okay, I've given the penalty, so I will not give the red card. I will not give a second yellow card, which will be the red card. Well, I think UEFA will have looked at it and sanctioned him and said, why did you not complete the job?
But he did what he had to do. Sometimes we expect them to use their own discretion, but maybe because of what they will face after the match from UEFA, that's the reason why they just go out there to do the job. And he knows that in such situation, you have to give a second yellow card, and the player was already on the first yellow card. Then once you have the second yellow card pointed to him, then that means red card, that's sending off and penalty given. So they tried their best. They are fit for them, but then that's what you get when you play against a good side and you are under pressure. And who says you cannot get at least 3 penalties in a game if they are all legitimate penalties? So they have to go back to the drawing board and see how they can, pick a wins, from the remaining games in their own home. So for me, it was a good one yesterday for Chelsea. Honestly, I haven't beaten Krasnodar away from home, and yesterday also did well. Chelsea this season, I don't know, they are scoring goals for fun, but the fact that they're also considering, that was the one area where I found them struggling this season. Scoring goals is not a problem. If it's the number 3 on their jersey, that is giving them, that motivation to score 3 goals or more and all that, I don't know, but this is I haven't spent that amount of money. You expect these guys, when they click, to give you goals. Yes, Havertz was not even the score list because
doesn't have the COVID-19, so he's isolated.
Yeah, but Mason Mount played, and look at the way they played, and they all did well. So fantastic one for Timo Werner to have been able to score 2 goals from the side that he played from, though they were from penalty spot, and Tammy Abraham. So it seems they could work together this way, and I think Ziyech also feeling from the right flank. So Chelsea were on point yesterday. All the fans are asking for them to maintain consistency.
Okay, so that is the situation. Chelsea won that encounter 3 goals to 0. The second game in that group was also very interesting. At one point, it looked like Krasnodar were going to run away with it. They were playing away from home, and they were leading 2-1, and then Jesus Navas was sent off. So it looked like everything favored them. But in the second half, as we say, it is a game of 2 halves. Nobody wins at halftime. In the second half, even though they were a man down, Sevilla came out to play. They got the equalizer and then got the winning goal. So Sevilla eventually won that encounter.
Yeah, and Nesri of Morocco got the winning 2 goals for Barcelona, for Sevilla, which was really good for them, and Ivan Rakitic scored a goal for them. So it was a very, very fantastic turnaround for them. If not, it would have been a massive loss right there at their home ground. So for me, that's why it's called the Champions League. And if you want to become a champion, you have to beat the best teams to become a champion. So for me, for you to come out from this group, and you know how much that goes with a Champions League, the more you progress, the more you get more money. So for me, I think it's also good for the players' confidence, because it is their dream to play in the UEFA Champions League. So they gave Sevilla a tough fight yesterday, even if the Europa League specialists be able to come back, and win that game 3-2.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Friday is here. Shop amazing deals with daily flash sales and 99% discounts on iPhones, PlayStation consoles, bags of rice, and shopping vouchers on the treasure hunt starting 12 midnight on the 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th of November. Jumia Black Friday, every Friday in November.
Fiesta live on 92.7 KFM Benin. So okay, we've got to speak things up now. So let's just look at some of the fixtures for the USA Europa League, because there are still some big things that we're going to discuss.
All right, today at 6:55 AS Roma will take on CFR Cluj. Then Young Boys will face CSK Sofia. That will be in Group A. Then we look at Group B, where you have Rapid Vienna who will take on Dundalk, and Arsenal will take on Molde. Elsewhere, it will be Apoel Beersheva versus Bayer Leverkusen. Then Slavia Prague will take on Nice. Benfica will face Rangers in Group D, while Le Poznan will host Standard Liège of Belgium. These are some of the matches to expect in the Europa League later this night. There are so many, but we have to take some few so we can go to other stories. But tomorrow we'll give you all the results when we'll come back.
Okay, that is the situation in the UEFA Europa League. Thursday football. We wait to see what will happen. The English clubs also doing pretty well in this competition. Okay, let's go to this player now who you've got to really feel sorry for him, what he went through. But finally, he has been vindicated. We are talking about Mamadou Sakho, who used to play for Liverpool. The World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, they have apologized to the Crystal Palace defender, and they said he has accepted substantial damages from WADA over allegations that he took bad performance-enhancing drugs. Well, this thing happened a couple of years back in 2016. He was briefly suspended in 2016 after he tested positive for a fat-burning substance called higenamine. Doctors, I hope I got that right. But UEFA cleared him when they found out that higenamine was not banned by WADA. However, WADA at that point insisted, and so he was banned for about a month. So on Wednesday, WADA players said that the agency, they accept that they should not have made the defamatory allegations that they did. So Sako missed the European League final against Sevilla as a result of that, and then he also said that the suspension cost him a place in France's Euro 2016 squad. So he went to courts, and eventually they were forced to apologize to him and accept. And so he said that he has accepted a substantial sum. They didn't mention the amount, but yeah, I have to believe that it will be his month's wage. I don't know, but I'm just guessing that time that he did not play, yeah, so they should pay him for that month. Then whatever benefits the guys that went to Euro 2016 got, maybe they will pay him that too. And then for the defamation, because his name was so that millions of people around the world, they had it.
Carried the story, so many people read it, and it was really disappointing to the young man who claimed he was not guilty at that point. But I think WADA, they should have done their research very well to know that if higenamine is a banned substance. So if it's not, then why why stress this man to the point of missing out of the 2016? Everyone wants to be part of the national team, especially in a major competition. But then all this they've all happened, and he has accepted. So they should learn their lesson. They should learn their lesson from this. And when next they are trying to, ban the player for using ban performance enhancing drugs, they should look at the drugs. Is these drugs really in the list among the ones that are on the list of WADA, saying it is banned, or they are not? They should try. At least they've got doctors, they've got people who know how these things work. So for them, this is a slap on the face of WADA, honestly, for what they did to the young man. But somehow, I think it's good when you are right. You have to fight your case till the last, when you know that you are on the right track. If not, it will be shameful. But then I think I have to give you kudos for winning this. He won this case squarely, so it is now left for WADA to settle him. So I think
well, I am pleased with WADA's acceptance that I did not breach the UEFA anti-doping regulations, did not cheat, had no intention of gaining any advantage, and acted in good faith. I am also pleased that WADA has apologized to me and agreed to pay a substantial sum in damages. I consider myself vindicated and now look forward to continuing my career. This is the worst thing you can be accused of, doping. Today, it's a big story it's a big day for my story. That's what Mamadou Sako said concerning what happened between him and WADA in 2016, and he missed a whole lot of footballing action because of that unfortunate incident. Okay, that is the situation. Now let us see if we can look at other issues. This one coming from yes, we've been telling you about their new camp, and now we can confirm that the deputy governor indeed visited them yesterday, and so they are now in that camp. And the media officer of the team, Ogeva Yosun, told us that they are really happy there, so the deputy governor went there to visit them. And the technical manager of Edo Queens, Robinson, he has commenced the total overhauling of the team in preparations for the 2020-2021 new Nigerian Women Football League season. So he addressed journalists yesterday at the new camp of the players in Benin City, and he was full of praise for the Edo State government for their support. Then he added that he's equally happy that he has fully settled down for serious business, that what he's doing now is beefing up the entire team in preparation for the big task ahead. Then he also warned his players against complacency, stressing that he will only work with players who are ready to give their best as he's in Edo State to get results. And honestly, they've done so much for this team, so we expect that it will be their turn to reciprocate and ensure that they get wins and eventually, qualify, win something in the women's league. We know they've consistently been there. They've done very well several times, but it's time to start getting some results. Let's we'll take a quick break now to fix something. Welcome back. So far, we have to take care of a pesky little problem there. But I think it's time for us to take your text messages. Let's see how many we've got and how many we can look at before we leave. Frank Lampard and Western they must be starting the same day. Okay, I think we looked at this one yesterday. Let's see. Good morning, Sportsman's First. Please, I don't know how true is it that Chelsea are going. Okay, seems all of these messages are repeated. This one reads, Oga Ibrahim, Ramos is not Spain. He is a Goretia. What does that mean? So Ramos, he plays for Spain now. I don't understand what you mean by his a Goretia. I know of. So please, those of you who are familiar with maybe something in Spain, you can help us out with this. I know there is that region, Catalonia. So even those that are from there, the Basque area, they are Spaniards because they play for the Spanish national team. And we know they are trying to get independence, and all, but they are all Spaniards. So he is from Spain. Sports Guru, please, can I? Okay. I think all of these are old messages, so hopefully by the time we come in the evening we will have fresh messages for you. Right, guys, it's time for us to blow the final whistle on this edition of Sports Fiesta.
To arrive at that number, I must have done a lot of things well. Probably yes, I have faced some challenges in my career in terms of injuries. It's a privilege to be playing at the age of 34, but it's not just me, it's the whole team and family. 2010 Grand Slam champion Rafael Nadal reacting to his 1000th ATP Tour wins with victory over Feliciano Lopez at the Paris Masters yesterday evening. That's the final whistle on the show this morning.
We still have 4 p.m. on a fresh edition of Sports Fiesta. My name is Fali Ibrahim. They call me the Sports Abracadabra. I've been doing this with Augusta Bekan, the Sports Maestro. Please stay tuned for KU News update coming up at 9 a.m. See you at 4. Bye-bye.
What did happen, my people? My name is Justin, and I'm maybe the best stylist for this city. See, I sabi Afro, 1 million braids, mohawk, and dreads. Even if you want me your hair smooth like egg, I sabi that one myself. I play with me, my customers that use me play. They love me die because once they show, they don't need to talk anything. Me, we don't run the matter because I sabi what they want. What they work for one customer different from what they work for another customer. But see, I dey give them correct treatment as per stylist wey sabi there.
Data and credit are wolf wey sabi you like the back of your hand. Plus including other correct yafu every day. Turn am more on top MTN for me. Open your phone, make you dial *121#. Make enjoyment